Hey, hey, admin, how we doing out there? I'm gonna make this video pretty short today. Just a few things I want to cover really quickly, though. Um, Lodges that are writing checks, and this goes for chapters and Moose Legions as well, that are writing checks for either the AAA project or the parents' living quarters in the Indiana house. Those checks need to be written to Moose Charities and earmarked in the memo line for whatever project it's for, whether it be AAA or parents' living quarters in the Indiana house. And those should be sent to Moose Charities. Please don't send them to the association, and don't make the checks out to the Indiana Moose Association, or any of those checks shouldn't be written to anybody else other than Moose Charities. We want to make sure that the right lodge chapter or Moose Legion is getting the right credit for that. For those lodges that may have already sent something in to the Indiana Moose Association, excuse me, that's fine. The association secretary is going to take care of that. He will deposit those checks and rewrite checks and make sure you guys get the credit for that. But make sure going forward that those checks are sent to Moose Charities, please. We appreciate that very much. Um, Also, along those lines, the AAA project is a project that is being assessed by Moose International for $1 per member per year over 3 years. So it's $3 per member, but it's over a 3-year process. That's where that number comes from. The Indiana Parents Living Quarters, that is just a suggestion that the association is asking so we can kind of bump that house up at the top of the list to get those repairs done and that remodel done sooner. There is no specific assessment. When the state association president said he was looking at about $1,000, what he was looking at was how many lodges there are in the state, how many districts there are, and so on. It was guesstimating. We don't expect small lodges to give as much as the big lodges. It's whatever you can give. We should be doing projects for those, though, and trying to raise that money. Also, one other thing we're having an issue with right now is we're getting a lot of, and this is specifically for administrators who put applications in, we're getting a lot of lodges that they're putting in someone who was a former member, but they're putting him in as a brand new application, as a brand new applicant with a brand new MID number. If they are a former member, and if you're putting in LCL, Bob Smith, and the address, and it says there is another person out there named Bob Smith with this address, that means they were a member somewhere else, and we really need to be finding their old MID number and using that and making sure we're using them as a re-enroll. We don't want Bob Smith to have 2, 3, 4 member ID numbers out there in the record books, and we're getting a lot of that right now. So make sure we're putting them in as re-enrolls. Make sure they're signing that check mark off that they're a former member. What we don't like seeing is we go in and we'll see Bob Smith was in there, and we saw that he lived at 1234 Main Street, and what we did, instead of being kind of lazy, we just went and put Bob A. Smith at 1234 Main Street, and then it goes through. We can't be doing that. We want to make sure those records are accurate, and they should be getting their older MID number. That is all I have for today. Look, I even kept it under 4 minutes. You guys have a good week. We'll take care. We'll see you soon.